Ancient, beautiful, and mystical India. An unlimited, unending source of fascination for people from all over the globe. India is also the birthplace of many holy masters who have shared with the world the paths to spiritual illumination. Geographically, India is very vast, covering an area of 3.3 million square kilometers, making it the 7th largest country on Earth. India is graced with the majestic Himalayas, the highest mountain range in the world. Often called King of the Mountains, it is revered as the home of the gods. The name is derived from Sanskrit meaning the abode of snow. To the spiritual aspirants of millennia, the grandeur and elevation of the mountains are a constant reminder of the parallel glory and majesty of the human soul, and thus are considered to be of ultimate sacredness. In the early 1980s, profoundly moved by the ever-suffering in our world which she had witnessed since the time of her childhood, Supreme Master Ching Hai made a selfless and momentous decision to forsake the comfort of her personal life. Supreme Master Ching Hai's earnest quest for truth and enlightenment for the benefit of all beings culminated in her courageous journey in various parts of India and eventually the divine Himalayas. We now invite
The bodyguard of the Dalai Lama just kind of asked the nun to gallop like this. And sometimes you have to stop because landslide. The rock and the sand will run all over your head, and then you have to stand up for your right and shake all the sand and, get all the stone from your ears and then run. And then wait until the landslide over or it never over. And then you have to run back again, find another road, and then run through another mountain. It's longer distance, and then walk again. Sometimes people die, the whole bus or the whole truck, because landslide come without warning. The whole mountain seems just like sliding down upon you and then send you rocketing to the pit under there, which sometimes many, many miles deep. You don't see the bottom, so you never see the bus again. So very dangerous, yeah? But it was exciting. I was young, so nothing really scares me. Now if you pay me $2 million US, ask me go back, do the same journey again, I say, no, keep yours. Really, it was very, very challenging, And then sometimes you walk through because you can't bring too many things with you, and you have your luggage like a sleeping bag and some clothes. Then you have to put it on your head with the plastic bag. You have to protect your clothes, because if you wet this one that you wear and you don't have another one to change immediately after you came out of the icy river, then you can become one with the river again. You cold, you stiff, and then they throw you in the river, and then you become one. So that's the problem. See, you have to protect your clothes. You put it on your head, or even when you swim, you have to put it on your neck, with the plastic bag on your back so you don't get it wet. At least you must have one pair of dry clothes to change immediately after you swim in the river, or walk through the river even. You see? So it's not that easy. The way I try to find the truth is hard way. But it was okay with me. Whatever would I do at that time? I had nothing else to do except to find the truth that I want to seek. See? So anyhow, finally we arrived. And it was such a beautiful and romantic place, I told you. And then we stayed there for maybe 2 weeks. Until the initiation over. And still can stay on for a while. And I told you already, the Dalai Lama was always very kind to me, Especially, every time I see me, he spotted me in the crowd. He said, hello, come here. And then he always gave me some of the precious medicine that he made himself. This medicine is specially Tibetan. I probably told you already. It's made of 72 different kind of precious stones and rare medical substance. It may be over 100 substance together in one little tiny pill like this. And it's, it comprises of a lot of precious stones, even like lapis lazuli and all that kind of thing, in powder. And all kind of very rare Tibetan mountain medicine plant herbs that combine together. And it's supposed to combat all kind of disease, make you live long life, and all kind of negative power will be defeated. A small pill like this, but very expensive. Not for free. But the Dalai Lama give me a handful all the time. I saw that I was the only one that he ever gave personally medicine like this. Every time he saw me, he gave me medicine. Yeah, I had some kind of scratch sometime because of climbing the mountain. And I have sometime insect bite, mosquito sometime, And I didn't put any cream on my face, no makeup or nothing. And sometime I climb the mountain and I don't take care, so sunburn and all that, it's peeling. And scratch from the trees and kind of thorny bushes from my arms and faces and all that. So he probably think I desperately need some care. He was just a very kind person. But he was a very good human being, very gentle, very kind. That's why a lot of people like him, even though they are not his disciple, he's not Tibetan Buddhist. That's why many people became Buddhist also, and recite mantras and circumambulate with this. They have a kind of Dharma wheel, they call it. Every Tibetan have one. They always go around running either with the beats, prayer beats, or with the prayer wheel, They turn around 24 hours. They say they're turning it because it's just like the rhythm of the universe, like the earth also turning, So turning the wheel of the Dharma. There's a symbolic of the wheel of the Dharma, a teaching. So everybody go around with that all the time. And some Western people, when they converted into Buddhism, they also buy one. And everybody have a bowl like this so you can drink tea. Everywhere you go as a monk, you must have a wooden bowl like that. Because everywhere you go, people will offer tea and eat, and you put it in the bowl. But I don't eat those food because it's always non-vegetarian. Except when you became a monk, the day you shave your head with your master, that's the day all the master and disciple eat vegetarian. They also know vegetarian, but they don't eat that all the time. Just at that day. Yeah. Some of the Tibetan monks are vegetarian by occupation. For example, the oracle monk, he must, as a rule, be a vegetarian at all time. The oracle monk is a monk who has to predict the future and some kind of event by psychic power for the interest of the public. Sometimes the Dalai Lama consulted them for some event. Sometimes they have to predict the future of the nation or what the outcome of a very strange event. Like predict the future and all that, like horoscope reading, but on a larger scale. And some other monks, they have like the weather forecast monk, like because he have to make the weather nice whenever the Dalai Lama or some high Lama have to give lecture. Because they don't have a big place, so they give lecture in the open air. And a lot of people come like that. Then they have to make sure that during this 1 week or 2 weeks, the weather is tip-top condition every day. No raining allowed. So these are different kind of monks, This weather monks, he has to sit in meditation all day, all night, and control the weather. Send all the rain, the hurricane, the typhoon back to somewhere else. Yeah, it's true. I had also the honor to study with some of them. And I told it to some of my disciples. And that's how it came, the story of making rain in San Jose last time. Yeah. Remember the story? Okay. I made joke with the man who tried to sell me the place in San Jose. And he believed in me. And that's why it rains. Maybe he believed was so strong. And after I come back to San Jose again later, and he showed me the lake that he asked me to make rain there before. He said, this is the lake where the San Jose people, some of them drink, and it's all empty. Can you make rain? I said, no, I'm not sure if I can, but I can find the rain gods, and send him back to work for you. Maybe it works. And I just said, maybe, And then it really worked, Immediately afterward, the rain fall, and then the half of the lake full. So when I came back to San Jose again, he showed me the place that I should buy. Every paper ready to sign. He showed me, only half. Please fill another half too. I said, well, I don't know about that. Let's see. But immediately it rained again later and the whole lake full again. Remember last time? It was the first time I came to San Jose, and it was maybe first or second time. And it has been dry for 6 years. Remember? And many cows dies, many animals dies, many farmers dies, many orchards died because no water. Orange and all that became very expensive at that time. A lot of farmers bankrupt, and many cows die. So that was the famous thing that my disciple make trouble for me. Yeah, because one of our sister told the agency that want to sell the land for me that, oh, my master, she can do anything. So the only thing that person want for me at that time was rain. Because I don't have water there. But it happened that the mountain I bought is next to the lake also. And the lake normally have to be full for the resident around there to use, but it was all empty until the last drop already. You can see the whole lake dry. So he said, please fill it. I said, how, what? And he said, your disciple tell me you can do anything, anything. So this is nothing to you, right? Okay. Anyhow, I just study a lot of things, but I don't use them anymore because there's no need. You can make rain, that's for sure. That's no problem. You can stop the wind, yeah, if you know how. If you can dig deep into the secret formula of the universe. And it's kind of science. It's like science, you know. It's just like before we don't have wireless telephone. We don't have cordless mobile phone. Now we do. If suppose 200 years ago, if you talk to some people long distance in a box like that, and the other one receive you
May your life shine with inner peace and beauty.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/BMD.